Hello and namaste to everyone. I hope everyone are doing good and healthy. Welcome to our fifth episode of Youth Sustainability Dialogue. I'm Prakhar Gupta, your host for the series. Uh, there is one saying of Nelson Mandela that the youth of today are leaders of tomorrow. So today we are going to host another youth leader. Today we are going to host Roy Abi Raad. He's a change maker, a youth entrepreneur, an SDG activist, and much more. Welcome, Roy, to a new episode. How are you doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm doing just great, and this kind of dialogue is one of the best things I'm gonna ever do currently. So, what about you, Parker?
I'm doing great. And let's start with the session. So, first of all, can you introduce yourself to our audience and share a brief about your journey, like your challenges, interest, inspiration, achievements, anything you want?
Okay, so basically, I'm Roy, and I'm from Lebanon. I'm 16 years old teenager, leveraging studies in Ghazi Public School. I'm currently a member of Ryan Green, which is basically my business. We're gonna discuss it furthermore. To add on, I'm co-founder in We Can Lebanon, founder of Young Take Action, and member in the $5 Project in Miami, in Florida, United States.
That's great. That's great. Can we talk more about your initiatives and organizations that you are in and what they do?
Okay, so we're gonna talk about Ryan Green, which is a business and an initiative. So Ryan Green is an e-commerce platform for business owners to go green in an easy, fast, and affordable way. And we also try to connect them to professional environmentalists and sustainable engineer. To add on, we also sell our own brands, materials, which is our sustainable and recyclable on our platform. To add on, We Can Lebanon, which is also a initiative funded by the U.S. Embassy in Lebanon and partnered with the Teach of Food Lebanon, which is we share sustainability, information, and knowledge to people with disabilities because we believe, and basically it's a fact that people with disabilities are a huge part of our society, and they deserve to know more about sustainability and climate action, global warming that are going through in our world. So we do activities related to sustainability for people with disabilities, and we try to cover all topics, and it can be easy for everyone to access those information and be able to understand what is sustainability. And lastly, Young Take Action, which is a universal or international organization for youth like me. It's for everyone that want to take action and change the world. It's a platform to access for everyone to share their voices regarding universal topics and problems such as racism, sexism, and climate action, global warming, and much more topics. So we try to discuss those topics internationally and then try to solve them one by one on a personal level.
Wow, that's great. And just a quick query that your Young Take Action organization is part of like UN related body or it's a individual NGO?
Yes, it's an individual NGO, which is a non-governmental organization, and we do partner with some different organization around the world. But basically, we started as a single NGO, and lately, since we developed more and more and access all countries around the world, we opened 34 sectors in different countries, such
Wow.
as Young Take Action France, Young Take Action Cambodia, Young Take Action Louisiana, and much more. So we try to cover all countries around the world, and we do partner with many organizations that aim to help and aim to take action further a lot of problems that youth around the world and everyone are suffering from.
That's great. That's great. So that's a really, I think, a big organization and an upcoming organization. So let's start with your first business venture that you have came up with. That is like Ran Green. So how do you come up with this idea of starting your organization? What inspired you to launch the organization?
Okay, so basically, Ryan Green started back when in 2021, a bunch of students joined a program called Shabab Lab, which is the first platform in the MENA region to create this platform and share knowledge regarding the 21st century skills for youth, such as critical thinking and much more. So we joined those programs by scholarship, and by the end of this program, you are asked to create a project that you would like to pitch about in the final. And we did, me and my team, which is, I'll talk about this after. We created a an idea which is called Drying Green. But after this program finished, we decided to make it real and take it into a business that can benefit people of what we are doing. And Drying Green, basically, Ryan is about Troy, Yasmin, Ayat, and Nurhan, which is the first letter of those four members that we created this business. And we're trying through this business, and the idea of coming up with this business is helping everyone going sustainable, because we believe, according to the United Nations, that in 2030 we're gonna see some literally huge disasters through the unsustainability product that we're using nowadays, and hurting this earth.
Yeah. So what are the things or products that the organization deals in?
So basically, in Rhine Green, due to some economic crisis in our country, we didn't launch. But what as we sell, we do sell product. We will sell product such as a daily life product, such as cups, a straw, tote bag, and we also, on the other hand, we sell solar panels. As I said, we have professional
Wow.
engineers and sustainable engineer. We will help every business owners around Lebanon, and hopefully we'll do that internationally. But we're currently we're aiming for Lebanon. So what we do is, any business owner, such as someone who has restaurant, or maybe a school director, or even though if he has a small store, he can ask us. We schedule a meeting, and then the team, which is from professional engineer and sustainable engineer, will come and do a plan. Then this plan is gonna take action further in this area, or the topic we covered, such as the restaurant. So we will help him to know how, or help her, the business owner, how he can go sustainable in his product, and how he can benefit in much cheap price. So for example, if he use gas for cooking, or any other material, we can provide electric machines on solar panels. We can help by d- uh, changing such as cups and materials used for everyday life. So this is what basically Ryan Green do.
That's great, Roy, because I think sustainability is the future, and I've been into some of the, what do you say, uh, startups or organizations which do promote sustainability and sustainable projects. So that is a really kind of interesting thing. So there was one of an idea that was related to edible cutlery, if you know about that. Hello,
Apologies, I misheard. May you
hello.
repeat? Yes.
Yeah, so I was saying that it is really amazing that you are taking such a good initiative about sustainability. And apart from that, I was sharing that I have been into some of the organizations that have taken some sustainable measures. One of them being edible cutlery. Have you heard about that?
Edible battery.
Edible cutlery like as in spoons or plates, forks,
Oh,
and
basically, yes, yes.
yeah, stuff like that.
So basically, we're in 2021, and for every problem, we have an alternative solution. And basically, for every single material we use in our day life, there is a recyclable and sustainable product. So, as you said, the spoon and the fork and other materials, they are alternative materials, are sustainable. And also, we can provide electricity from sustainable and recyclable materials. And basically there is phones from recyclable materials, there is laptops, there is all technology nowadays can be used from alternative and recyclable materials. So great. For technology, we can do the best for our planet, but hopefully we can take further actions to provide for all citizens of the world.
That's really amazing that, for example, you are like giving a support to an organization, an individual business, and making them think about alternative solutions to sustainability,
Exactly.
like what they can use instead. Like for example, like single-use plastic, there can be multiple things that we can use. For example, use like paper straws and something like that.
Exactly.
So that is one of the good thing. And apart from that, like how it is going on and how it is receiving response of people. How was your experience?
Basically, I had my ups and downs regarding some feedbacks or experience, from which I'll start by the negative one, which is I need to highlight on and make a point at the end. People basically had some issues regarding my age as starting this business, and as a 16 years old boy who started his own business in a country that's facing economic crisis. It's a bit weird for people, and basically for people from all generation, not everyone, but there is lack of maybe knowledge or information regarding those topics that we cover. I had lack of support at some times, and I got bullied from a big part of uh, I don't know, members of society regarding my age starting this business or this idea. And not all organization basically are ready to fund a 16 years old boy who's not basically in his legal age to start his business. But regardless from what I heard or what had happened, I continued in my business, and I'm still continuing doing what I love and what I like to do, and which is what I feel it's good for everyone and for myself, basically. The team and I always, not just me, it's the team and I to focus on. And to make a point from what I said is everyone can has will pass through ageism or racism or sexism or whatever in his life, kind of discrimination. And my discrimination regarding ageism, I had to fight it. I had to fight it on a personal level, which is acknowledge myself that there's it's fine, I can do it, and I will do it. And basically I
That's
did it.
great. That's really inspirational, and because I remember that when I started the startup, I also I'm part of a startup. I co-founded Ice Crush. So basically, it's a e-retail platform where we provide spectacles, sunglasses, and all these stuff. So I remember I started it like around 4 years back with my sister. So I can relate to that because I was like around 18. You, of course, you are 16. I was 18. I can somewhat relate to that, but like people don't believe that you're trying to do something, taking up some initiative, and they feel that a person, an MBA graduate, uh, a person of certain age should do business and in a certain way. So I think that is how society used to function, but now with the new age of startups and young generation, it is slowly and gradually changing.
Basically, yes, seeing also youth like my age supporting my idea and wanting to make an impact on this planet is a whole word of support and positive thinking and emotions that filled me up and lets me continue what I want to do and the impact and the effect of what I want to do for this basically society and the planet and the environment. And also, I want to
Yeah,
clarify that
and
doing this on a single, on a personal level, it's not enough. So we need all of us to gather our hands and to start working regarding the planet and the environment, because we're gonna see some negative impact from what we built in the decades that passed, and it's gonna hurt us basically.
yep, right. And basically, what I'm seeing is like in the Middle East, in countries of Middle East, in countries of Africa, in India, and Southeast Asia, and all of this area, mainly in the developing world, what I'm seeing is that there's a rise of social startups. Like they are
Exactly.
targeted or green startups. Some said like green startup, like they are starting up an organization related to the sustainability of the environment and making profit
Okay.
out of that.
So basically, what I'm going to explain isn't a 100% a some source of fact, but in the Middle East and Asia and Indian's country, we are
Mhm.
facing lack of knowledge, lack of information, lack of help from different sides, such as government, such as society, such as community, and also that will take us to schools, universities, and much more organization. But for other countries, such as the United States, European countries, and others, they might get help from their government, which is they feel they are safe. But in our cases where the government work regarding those topics isn't enough for everyone, there is a lot of startups for green initiative that want and aim to make this impact for everyone, so that everyone can feel safe and they have someone to rely on, such as an organization or initiative. And also, it's important for everyone that wants to start a startup needs to be sustainable and green startup.
Great. So what I'm
Because
getting
if we
from the
take, yes,
yeah, yeah,
you
please continue,
continue.
please continue.
So as I said, it's important for every startup to be green and sustainable, because if anyone around the world can stop breathing for 5 seconds, then there is no need for environmental things or sustainable climate things or whatever, because the air we're breathing basically it's not a resourceable material. So in order to continue our life on Earth, it's important for us to breathe a clean air. So if we do not have any more regarding the electricity and the energy we need and every other sustainable and essential materials for our everyday life, but if the air that we breathe disappeared, we will disappear too.
Yeah, that was a great point. And to summarize all of this conversation was like there's a need for constructive government policies and to provide a supportive environment for the people, basically for the people who aspire to do something, a transformation into the society. So, from both a society and as a government level, uh, they should be more prone to risk now. Like they should take more risk because I think
Exactly.
all of the society and governments are into their comfort zones. Like they don't want to push new things, they don't want to take challenges, they don't want to promote. They are carrying on old policies of business, of environment, of anything that we can consider. So there might be
Yes.
any there is scope for that, uh, and possibly a positive charge and a constructive mindset that is needed, and that was great. And apart from that, I also want to talk about your this weekend Lebanon thing that is a part of a UN. What is you were talking about that it is related to UN embassy, right?
Yes, U.S. Embassy. So basically, We Can
US
Lebanon
embassy, right?
is
Hmm.
funded by the U.S. Embassy, part of Teach for Lebanon, which is a micro scholarship program for youth around public schools in Lebanon. And at the end of this program, you are asked to create a small project concerning this idea of sustainability, since the U.S. is taking action regarding those
Hmm.
topics, to cover those topics. So as every time I decide to make it also real and take a huge step to make it as an initiative to help the team and I as well, not just me, to make an impact for people about sustainability. And we thought that people that have disabilities, basically in Lebanon and around a lot of countries and societies, are facing lack of knowledge and information regarding a lot of topics, and the most of those topics are climate action and global warming. So as we can Lebanon, what we do is we develop activities for people that have disabilities regarding sustainability in order to make an impact for everyone in our society and let them have a step further ahead to make this impact and save our lives from getting disappeared due to global warming and climate action, because we believe that everyone has a chance and has a voice and can do an impact for the planet and the environment, and also that people with disabilities are gifted and have special powers or talent that can be used in order to make an impact on the environment. So basically, if someone with disability can do or create a work or masterpiece of art that is sustainable, that we can sell it instead of buying other deported material from the outside. So we can use those recyclable materials into our everyday life, so we can it's got cheaper and it's sustainable and recyclable as well.
And it also makes you less dependent upon like import and like import of things from other countries, right? So it makes you independent
Exactly.
as a country and a
So
society.
yeah, so we can
So
be
that
independent and depend on ourselves and our daily products without depending on importing from the outside. And as
hmm,
everyone knows, Lebanon depend on trading and marketing, which is a can be dangerous at some points, because if any disaster or conflicts happen around Lebanon, such as in Ukraine, Russia, it caused our
hmm.
trading and it caused our importing material, which is it got expensive by the conflict it's happening around the world. So instead we can use our own product in produced in Lebanon, so it get cheaper and also sustainable, which is the most important topic.
And you also mentioned about the people with disabilities and how like the organization is helping them to understand about sustainability and how they can contribute themselves into that. So how was your experience? And uh, for example, if a person with disability is seeing the podcast or seeing the session, what are the things that you want to say to him regarding sustainable development?
So basically, I want to clarify that as a teenager, basically as anyone, we have lack of information and knowledge regarding people with disabilities. So we do not have access to those information in our daily life, such as school or university or our work. So in order to know those information, you need to search the internet and to know more. And unfortunately, we have lack of those information regarding every country. So basically, if you want to learn such as sign language, which is considered a disability, each country has its own sign language. So if we can take, for example, the English language, which is spoken internationally, we do not have a international sign language, which is I can learn and practice it with everyone that can't hear. So basically, this is a such as a problem that we faced. But in order to have an alternative solution for those problems, we open a volunteer section for all expert teachers, for example, that know how to cope with people disabilities without and uh, sending this message in a more easier way, it would be great, which is that's why we open this volunteering section for everyone that's expert, so we can get it trained and they can help us do these activities and take action through this initiative. And of course, with every organization, this organization can also help us by explaining more about every class cases, or how we can cope in a way that we can be all equal. So this session can be great, and most important things, to have fun.
Yeah. So education without fun is like the like it is the main thing that it should be included, and it makes the learning more impactful and what do you say, sustainable for the future. So
Exactly.
that is great that these type of initiatives are being taken up. I also want to ask you about your third initiative, that is Young Take Action, and and mainly about what are the things that you guys have done in the like in a practical way in the society.
Okay, so basically, Young Take Action started back in 2021, where I wanted to apply for a program that I really like, and can make a huge impact on my own life. But due to my young age, I wasn't accepted. So I thought, like, why I'm not accepted, why I got rejected just because I'm 15 or 16 years old back then. What I cannot do as a 21 old male, or a
Hmm.
38 woman, or what can I do? If they can do it, basically I can do it, and I can do more and achieve more. So I got angry, and this positive anger that I did, I tried to create this organization for people, for youth like me around the world, that want to take action for their thoughts or impact around the world, so they can share their thoughts regarding regarding any topics or problem that are facing in their countries, in their village, in their own house. So let's take as an example, in Lebanon, we're having a problem of climate action or global warming, regarding non-recyclable materials, or non-sustainable product, or whatever. So what we do is we discuss those topics in individual meetings with everyone, and later on, we try to salute those problems on a personal level. So as me, as Roy, what I can do at my house, at my own home, to try to solve these problems, or as anyone else, what they can do to solve this problem, or make this impact on the environment, or even though on any topic we are, regardless of the topic we are talking about, what they can do. And also we have an activity which is called a story share, where everyone can share their story on our social media platforms, where everyone can hear about everyone's story, what they are facing, from issues such as racism, or discrimination, or climate action, or global warming. And this is mainly it.
Yeah, that's great. And like, what are the things that, to summarize all these things, what are the 3 or 4 points you want to tell to the audience about sustainable development that they can practically implement in their lives?
So basically, as sustainability is an important topic to talk about. And in order to take action further that, we can start by walking 3 times around our house, and see what's unsustainable in our home. And we can start by the spoon we're using, by everyday material, by our clothes, which is every t-shirt is costing a lot of water and causing a lot of material just to wear it for $5 and less. So those materials we're using are causing what we are basically living in. And basically, yes. And Google and YouTube is a huge word to discover things. So you can just open YouTube or Google, and search, what is sustainability? How can I prevent things? Is my teacher sustainable? Is my book sustainable? How can I recycle? You instead of buying courses online or having a degree in sustainability or saying I don't know, yes, you can know. You don't know at the moment, but you can know and search for an answer
Hmm.
online or everywhere, or even ask anyone else.
Yeah, that's great. And to summarize these points, we can say that you can take small steps at a time. You can like look around your house. You can see the furniture, the things that you're using, the things of daily use, and start trying to, what do you say, put alternate
Alternative
sources,
solution. Yes, and
alternate
sources.
solutions into that. And for example, you mentioned about the clothes and how they can take up more water. So we can use another fabric which might cost a little bit more in terms of price, but it can be really impactful for the environment. So small steps can
Exactly.
really make a big change in the society. And another one you mentioned about the education, like there's a need of awareness and education through different and multiple sources, like and there should be an eagerness to learn that I might not know that how these things can be replicated, so let's search on YouTube, so let's search on Google, so let's ask my mentors about that. So there should be a driving force inside you for that. We can summarize
Exactly.
in that way.
And regarding the education, as we already spoke regarding the government, so we can include one session, 1 hour per week, not a day, about sustainability in our school, or even on our university, or even at work. We can add 1 hour training or 1 hour session regarding sustainability and how can I prevent using unsustainable product, and
Hmm.
also changing those products from our day lives into sustainable ones, and to clarify that there is product way cheaper and are sustainable at the same time. So not everything sustainable is expensive, and
Right.
also because the traders can benefit from this in a negative way, which is they do sustainable product and they try to make it expensive so people so they can benefit, but there is a
uh,
product that are cheaper and more sustainable from the others.
Right, because this what do I feel is that you are absolutely right about capitalism, like a sort of a dark side about capitalism, that sometimes brand do manipulate these things, and it might be some sort of a taboo and it should be worked upon. And that was really amazing. Apart from that, I also want to ask about apart from these three organizations, I just want to look a bit deeper into your personality and your mental behavior. Like for example, you talked about that you're just 16 years, and it really amazes me that at such a young age you're doing these much of stuff. So what inspires you, and what make you so much confident onto yourself? What is that thing?
Uh, Basically, lately I had issues with my self confidence, my self esteem, but I'm working to do that. And I had one solution for that, which is, and the one idea that I have uh, is my future self. Because I can see myself going places, I can see myself achieving goals. So my future self is my own idol, and is the only one, and is one of the people that inspires me, and is the most person that I can trust, I can rely on, which is my future self and myself. So when I have that self love, that self confidence, I'll feel more aware of what I can do, and the impact I can make on the planet or environment, or even on my personal level.
Yeah, that's really important. What do I feel is that after the series of lockdown about in the past 2 years and whole COVID and work from home culture that we all are experiencing around our society, it had lead to so much of anxiety and depression among youth, and that is really a point of concern for me, that a lot of people do not have a self confidence, and they lack ambition and a strive for goal to achieve their goal. So if a person, I just want to ask you frankly, for example, if a person is watching us on the show, and if he feels that he doesn't have the courage to take up the initiative. He might be having an idea for the business, for the organization, for anything, but he doesn't have the courage to do something. So, what do you recommend him? How he can build up that courage, confidence, etc.
Yes. So what he can start by doing, that taking all information, any thoughts on his mind, and type it down on a piece of paper, on a piece of scratch, on a document online, maybe anything. Just take any thoughts you have regarding any topic and just type it down. You can draw it, you can do whatever you feel. It's yourself. And after taking those thoughts from your head, you can see it and it's gonna be touchable, so you can touch it, you can see it on a paper, on a document. And after that you can link and connect those topics, those information, and you will find a solution. And of course, don't blame yourself that you don't know, or you cannot, you don't know how to start, because you can do it. So basically believe in yourself and search for more information, and always try to ask to know more and in order to achieve more. And take always everything on your thoughts, what you have on your mind, and put it on a paper, which is it can help you relax more and more. And I want to add about, you talk about anxiety and stress. I want to take this moment to speak about, I'm writing a book which is called How to Kill Yourself Daily Dose. It's not about suicidal
Wow,
thoughts, but it is related.
wow.
So we know that in the Middle East and some Asian countries there is a lack of mental health awareness, or the
Hmm.
society makes it awkward or weird or creepy that we go and take therapies, which is completely normal, and everyone should be able to access therapy, which
And
is it will help.
it is treated as a taboo in the society.
Exactly, it's a taboo thing. So that's why I'm writing a book which is called How to Kill Yourself Daily Dose. And this book is about 365 dose for a year, and each dose talk about a problem or something that anyone can get to, or it can happen to anyone. And those problems are my problems, but I'll try to make it in a positive way. So instead of me
Hmm.
hurting myself, let me take those my problems and make it into everyone's problem. So if anyone is facing the same problem or same conflict I'm facing, they can know how to do, and they can know there is someone else going through this same thing, and it's normal to go through that, and we can access therapy. So this book can help everyone that needs to hear or feel someone is next to him. They can buy it and they can read it and feel they are safe, and they are loved, they are surrounded by people they care about. And the most important thing to learn is self-love is important, that you can depend on yourself and you can do it and you can achieve it. And this taboo thing about mental health should be banned, that mental health should be accessible for everyone. Everyone
Hmm.
should be able to access mental health and therapy issues, and to know that you are loved and you can be supported by everyone. That's why the government and the corruption we're facing in our countries related to those topics is important, and we need to find solution regarding those things. Because if on a person level that we got sick, we got, I don't know, anything, we cannot even go further our action and achieve our goals regarding the environment or anything on our personal level. So our safety matter, then everything comes after. So we should access therapy, we should access everything that put our safety, from mental safety or physical safety and health safety in general, accessible for
That's
everyone.
that's like you are taking up initiatives which are like related to you, but you are generalizing it and trying to help
Exactly.
others through it. So
Yes.
that is one lesson we all can learn from Roy. And also you talked about all these stuff. What do I remember is that there was a quote that we are the worst enemy of ourselves. That the person who discourage you the most uh, is actually us. So what we do is we at the time of for example, you want to speak in front of 100 people, so the person who will be stopping you, saying that people will make fun of you, people will say this to you, people will treat you like that, this and that. All is working in your mind, and you're
Exactly.
treating yourself in a bad way. And
So
the second
basically,
thing is
before
that, yeah, yeah,
So basically, before starting this show or this dialogue, I had some negative thoughts, which is about why will you do it? No one will listen to you. There, you need to be ashamed of yourself. You're 16 years old boy who did all of these. No one will believe it. You cannot do it. So
mm,
everyone will go through this phase of denying or basically not accepting or ashaming themselves. But after some points of realization and self-love and self-confidence, you can get through your negative mind and control those feelings. And I want to clarify that the the best thing to taste in our life is taste of fear, because this taste
uh,
has a different kind of taste, and it can help you grow on a personal level and let your self development. You can achieve your self development, have a high self esteem, have a high self confidence, and believe in yourself and achieve your goals.
right. So, and I was talking about these also. So there, and also we should make this as what do you say? This all is normal for everyone. We always
Exactly.
imagine our stars, our idols in our head. That star, that movie star is so confident. He's that. He's like that. He's that. So we make lot of thoughts, and that is due to lack of information. We haven't heard about their challenges, their problems that they faced during their mental health issues that they faced during the journey. So that should be more discussed and normalized in the society. That
Exactly.
there is a place of failures, and in the place of failures, there lies success. There lies a probability or possibility of growing up. So
Exactly.
I feel that about that. So summarizing all of the conversation we had with Roy. So first of all, about self confidence, believe onto yourself. It is absolutely normal to feel discouraged about yourself and anything. We can always control our thoughts. And third, take up initiatives. Do something, even it is small. Start by small, but do not let your inner fear win against you. Start small. Fourth is there, develop a clear roadmap, and if there are any obstructions, you can always use mind mapping, or you can just write a journal about things to clear your mind. If there is any sort of anxiety or any sort of negative thoughts that are affecting you, you can always do that. So that was it, Roy. Uh, Thank you for being in the session. Any feedback you want to give, or anything you want to share about the session?
It's one of the most amazing sessions that I participated in, and I'm grateful that I'm able to share my knowledge, my experience for everyone, and be accessible and help anyone around and back in this on this planet to make action. And don't get hard on yourself, because you can do it. Just be yourself, love yourself, and anyone and the most important public speakers and influencers around the world are they can get feared, and they can have this positive and negative fear before talking, so it's normal for everyone. uh, Thank you for giving me the chance to talk about this and discuss those topics.
Thank you, Roy, for bringing us a beautiful session. It was very insightful and informative. I will also request you to share many and I will also request you to share another set of thoughts with the next series in future when it comes. So thank you, Roy. Hope you have a great journey ahead. That was really a wonderful podcast. So, guys, let's meet you again with another wonderful young change maker every Wednesday, sharp at 7 p.m. Till then, stay safe, take care, and don't forget to share our channel with your friends and family. Meet you soon.